Hey everybody, I'm Tara from Crooked Row. I'm sorry for any wind, but today I wanted to make this video because it is mid-November, a little past mid-November actually, and I'm gonna plant bulbs today. We've had an unseasonably warm fall, so there has been lots of work to be done, and so getting to fall bulbs has just not been a priority for us this season. But I want to encourage you because you can actually plant fall bulbs as long as you can get in the ground. I mean, once the ground is frozen, there's not a whole lot you can do. But if you even have a thaw and you still have bulbs that need to get in, go ahead and put them in. Remember, they need a certain amount of chill hours and things like that, depending on what you're planting. But I just wanted to encourage you that it's not too late to plant your fall bulbs, even though everybody does them like in October. It is now mid-November and we're gonna get to planting bulbs. So I just want to show you the bulbs that I got. And remember too, the later that you plant, you might not have as great of a selection, but you're also going to get the really good sales too. So if you're looking for a specific variety, go ahead and just pay full price just to make sure that you get your specific variety. If you're not, though, you can get some really good deals, and let me show you what I got. So we got this really pretty, this was just at like Tractor Supply, I think. Maybe it was Menards, I can't remember. But this beautiful, they're like doubled daffodils. There's a mixture of white and yellows. I love these like white ones right here with the yellow and kind of like orangey, kind of fiery look in the center. But I saw these and they were just so beautiful. I really wanted to get some. So there's 45 bulbs here. We also have a mix of alliums, and there's 8 in this. I got these 50% off, so I only paid like, what is that, $3.50 a piece. And these normally go for like $8 a bulb. So very, very, very good deal. These are smaller alliums. So these are $6.99 for 8 bulbs. And I know for a fact I got these at Tractor Supply. But I have 24 of these, 1, 2, 3. And then I have a set of 8, and these are kind of larger. They're different. This is early spring blooming and these are late spring blooming, but I love these large purple ones. I'm gonna plant these kind of around the greenhouse, and these are gonna be planted up front in front of the house. A lot of these, like some of these I'm gonna actually have to wait until our first frost to plant because we still have flowers blooming in our front flower bed. So the tulips, I'm gonna kind of scatter plant today. The daffodils, everything's getting planted today, but not in its entirety. So I am going to make use of the auger with our drill. Normally we have a blue one that has a really long, like, I don't know if you call it the stem. I know it's a shaft, but this part is normally like this part here. I usually try to get it like a 12-inch one. Not that we're planting 12 inches deep. We're only going about 3 inches. But I like to have plenty of space to work with as far as the auger is concerned. But I'll probably only, you know, plant up to here. And so this usually has a really long shaft on it though, but because they didn't have any more of these and my kids lost the one that I had, which is kind of the story of our life here. Our kids are always losing our tools, but they lost the one that was really, really long. So I'm going to try to use this short one today and see how that goes. We are also going to fertilize with Bulb Tone from Espoma. And it only takes like, I think, 1.5 teaspoons per hole. So you don't really even need very much. So this should be sufficient for everything that we're going to use it for. So let's head over to the greenhouse and get started. I'm also going to plant some here behind our house and in front of the house. So I'm just going to take you along with me while we go and plant. Let's go. Okay, because I only have, sorry for the lawnmower, because I only have 8 of the alliums, I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you what I'm gonna try to do here. So I've got right here, there is daffodils planted here, daffodils planted here, and it's all kind of on the front of the bed. So what I'm gonna try to do is go kind of weaving in and out of things, because I only have 5 to work with here, because up closer to the greenhouse in my little triangle of catmint, I want to have a couple, like 3 to put in that triangle too. So here I go. Well, there you have it. I went ahead and I planted, I think, every bulb except for my tulips and some of the hyacinth. I planted a lot of the hyacinth, but the tulips I'm going to keep for my very front flower beds. They're still producing flowers, so I know I'm one of those people that has such a hard time yanking plants out when they're still producing. And I know that a lot of people just kind of try to do it with the seasons, but I know, I'm one of those people that doesn't. And so I leave them in as long as they will stay. So that was easy cheesy. And I want to encourage you to get an auger. It makes, I used to do it with those, what are those called? The little cone that you kind of like shimmy down into the ground. I don't suggest that. Most of our soil is humus, but some of it is clay. And when you hit clay, ugh, it's just awful. So the auger makes quick, easy work of all of this, especially if you're doing it alone like I am. All my kids are gone for the day, so this was all a kind of easy work. And if you have the big, long auger, it's even less work because you don't have to bend over it all. So, but that was extremely easy. Always make sure and fertilize your bulbs when you're planting them. You can plant them in the spring, but they're gonna start feeding before you ever get out into your garden and your flower beds. So I would highly suggest planting at feeding time. I used Espoma bulb tone, and again, about 1.5 teaspoons. Sometimes I did a little more, but makes beautiful flowers come spring. So we'll keep you updated in the springtime when that comes. And I didn't have enough bulbs to plant back behind my house, so that's something that we'll attack next year. So remember, if we can plant our fall bulbs, even though it's close to winter, anybody can. Thanks. Bye.